Bobbie some breakfast. Where is she?
She's distributing medicine.
Oh, well, I'll just sit in the lounge and wait, if you don't mind.
Wouldn't matter if I did, would it?
Oh, really?
Oh, good morning, Dr. Weber.
Georgia? You have the Ginny Blake file?
Oh, yes, Bobbie had it here a minute ago.
May I?
Yes, here it is.
Thank you.
Admitted last night.
Yes, Dr. Jones told me. Wanted me to look in on her. A very restless night.
2 calls already.
What kind of call?
Oh, nothing to do with her condition. Just a spilled water pitcher and a request for a magazine. You know, my own personal opinion is that she's more worried than she looks. Especially the fact that she may lose some work.
That accounts for the restless night.
Yeah, she wanted a sleeping pill, but I had her wait for you first.
Well, that's where I'm headed right now. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Code blue, backup, emergency receiving stat. Code blue, backup, emergency receiving stat.
What are you doing here?
I brought you some breakfast.
Why?
Why? Well, because I love you, Rusty, and I want everything to work out between us.
I don't love you anymore. It's finished.
Well, it's don't make it my fault.
It is your fault. Most of it is your... How many times do you want me to forgive you? 5 times, 10 times, 20 times?
Just once. Once will be sufficient.
And exactly what is it that you want me to forgive you for? For beating up on me? For calling me a slut? For setting fire to your own factory? Which one of those things do you want me to forgive you for?
Well, if you love me, you would forgive me for, everything.
I don't love you, DL. How many times do you have to hear it?
Oh, we had something so great at the beginning.
It's gone. Dead.
Dr. Netherly, call page operator 3. Dr. Netherly, call page operator 3.
According to Dr. Jones, you have shortness of breath and a sudden pain. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. We were having dinner and I had a sharp pain.
Where exactly was this pain? Location.
Here.
This type of attack, has it occurred before, or is this the first time?
No, a couple of times, but never this bad.
Do you find you are more easily fatigued now?
If I exercise a lot, sometimes at work, especially if it's been a tough day.
Any of these episodes ever caused you to have a loss of consciousness?
No. It's fine after a minute or two. It's fine. It goes away.
How about your family history? Anyone had heart problems of any kind?
None that I know of.
Miss Blake, why did you request that I be your physician? Was it so that you could get closer to Mike?
Dr. Jones recommended you, Dr. Weber.
I'll see you a little later, as soon as the test results come in.
What test?
Test that I scheduled for you right about now.
Mr. Putnam! Mr. Putnam! Mr. Putnam! Mr. Putnam! Mr. Putnam! That doesn't look like Mr. Putnam.
Morning. How you feeling?
Oh, visitor. I've seen nothing but little men in little white coats all over. How do I feel? I feel like a guinea pig between the EKGs and the ectocardiograms and the blood
Well,
here,
good.
blood...
They'll find out exactly what's wrong with you.
Frisco, that's what scares me. What if something really is wrong with me?
Well, then, you have no choice. You got to deal with it.
I know that, but I'm thinking about my work. I mean, my business is not one you can take time off from.
Well, they're not going to fire you for getting sick.
Oh, you just watch them. TV is not a business that waits around for you, Frisco. I mean, if you can't hack it, then there are 10 people equally talented waiting to fill your job. I know it, the producers know it, you know it.
Yeah, well, you don't even know if there's anything wrong with you. I mean, you could just have, like, you know, indigestion or something.
It's the or something I'm worried about.
Well, listen, you got a good doctor.
Yeah.
Tony said Rick Weber's working on you. My old roommate had him. I can tell you, he's a terrific doctor,
Are
honestly.
you expert on him?
Well, I ought to be. I mean, I had enough of them poking around on me when I was in here, right? Face it. You're in their hands, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, bust out.
Don't think it's a smart move, Luke.
But listen, what if it's that or I'll lose my job, kid?
Would you lay off the job business, Ginny? You're too popular for them to just fire you overnight like that.
All right, so what's going to happen if I'm gone? I am serious. I mean, they can't just shut down the show. They've got a show to produce. They're not going to go dark.
Well, they'll put in a sub, right? Somebody
Great.
temporary or
Great,
something.
there go the ratings. I have not worked this hard getting the ratings up there to have it turn around and be dropped because of some nobody.
Well, you quit worrying about it. The station will take care of it. They'll find somebody, huh?
Not unless I find somebody first.
Just gonna hold auditions here in your hospital room, huh?
No, I don't have to do that. I've already got my man.
Oh, a man.
Mm-hmm. What do you say?
To what?
Fun, subbing me, and then working with me later.
You want me to host Teen Time?
Yeah, listen, the money's not bad, the hours are up. What do you say, Frisco?
Port Charles Hotel.
Grant Putnam's room, please.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Putnam doesn't wish to be disturbed.
Still? It's 9:45.
Is this the same woman that called before?
Celia Andrews, yes. Did you give him my message?
I'm sorry, no. Mr. Putnam said he would tell me when he was ready for his messages.
Well, maybe he forgot.
I believe he's probably just sleeping in. He said he wasn't to be disturbed until he called in.
Well, when he does wake up, then will you please give him my message immediately? It's very important.
As you said before.
Yes, well, it is very important. And if you value your job, then you'll give him the message.
Mr. Higgins, remember me. I'm Grant Andrews. How are you, sir?
Considering I've been up since almost dawn or thereabouts, not too bad. How are you, Mr. Andrews?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm in a bit of a bind.
Yeah, really? What's the problem?
It's kind of personal. Are you a married man?
Was. My wife died 8 years ago.
I'm sorry to hear that. But at least you can understand my need for discretion.
Just, what was that?
I need you to do me a favor.
If I can.
Good. You see, I asked 2 women to meet me at the same time at the same place. One of them being my wife and the other a friend.
Friend, huh?
Yeah.
I've had a few of those myself.
Anyway, I have decided it would be the better part of valor if I were to go ahead and spend the time with my wife and forget the friend.
If you want to keep your scalp.
Exactly. That's where you come in. I'm going to be meeting that friend here in a half an hour. A girl named Tania.
Tania.
Right. And what I would like you to do is come over while we are talking and hand me the note.
What note's that?
I anticipated you. This note, sir. Now, the most important thing is you come over, don't be concerned about the fact that we're in a conversation. You interrupt us, hand me the note, and make sure you do it at exactly 10:30.
10:30.
Right.
Right.
I may protest a bit, you know, to make it look good, but you just play right along with it.
You don't worry about nothing, Mr. Andrews. I'll take care of it for you.
Good. You're a very good man, Mr. Higgins.
I thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'll see you at 10:30. Make sure nobody else gets wind of this.
My lips are sealed.
Just show me where to sign.
Right there on the bottom.
Right. I don't know how I overslept.
You had one of the west-facing rooms. No sun until 9:30.
Yeah, now I know.
I hope otherwise you had a pleasant stay.
Yes, you've been very helpful. I especially appreciate that tip about the milk.
I'm glad to have been of assistance. I hope next time you'll be able to stay with us longer.
Well, if I'm lucky, there won't be a next time. Thanks.
Wait, sir. Your receipt.
Oh, right. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Mr. Andrews.
Good morning.
Mr. Putnam, good morning. You just
Yes, I saw him. Mr. Andrews. Did he stay here last night?
Yes, sir. A bit awkward, too, considering the phone calls I've been getting.
Phone calls?
For one's for you, from Mrs. Andrews.
I see.
I thought it best not to say anything to Mr. Andrews.
Oh, that was very good judgment.
Mrs. Andrews said you had the number, and she also said it was urgent that you call immediately. Hard as she tried to get me to interrupt you, I wouldn't do it. I hope that was all right.
Oh, you did very much the right thing. In fact, I'll give you a little something for your efforts.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
My pleasure.
Would you like to use the desk phone? She did sound rather upset.
Probably just a lover's quarrel, but I'd better use the paper.
Grant? Yeah, there you are.
Celia, I was just about to give you a call.
I've been trying to reach you all morning.
Yes, the clerk
We've got to get out of here. I know you said 10:30, but I can't wait any longer.
I'm afraid that you're going to have to see. You see, I've had some trouble with my car, and they told me it was going to be at least 45 minutes more.
I see.
So, can you wait for me here?
Sure, fine.
Good. 45 minutes. Promise.
Give me a hand with those.
Oh, thank you.
You're mighty dressed up for all this hard work, aren't you?
Well, I didn't think I'd get a chance to change later, so...
Yeah, well, there's no need you getting yourself all dirty. I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
There you are.
Hi.
I come in late last night. You're already asleep. I wake up early this morning. You're gone.
Well, there was so much to do.
So then you don't mind doing all the work after all?
Not at all. You were right. It's been more than worth it. It's been absolutely wonderful.
And I see that you took my advice about Grant Andrews.
What do you mean?
Well, I saw you two dancing yesterday. And I feared that you might do something that you would regret.
How do you know I did?
Not my Tanya. You'll always come back to your senses, huh? Hey, this boy may be for you, huh?
You think I could have this dance, madam?
To this song?
Soft, romantic ballad?
It's for lovers only.
Well, we can pretend. Come on, what do you say?
Here you go, Mr. Andrews.
What's this?
You know.
Well, it looks like some kind of a note.
Why don't you read it?
Lochenko.
What's that?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
One life to live, The Edge of Night, weekdays. Night, weekdays.
Oh, hi. I was going to see you again today.
No, I've just been looking through the test results.
And?
About as I expected.
Which is?
Which is you have what we call a mitral valve prolapse.
In English?
That means you have a valve in your heart that's going to have to be replaced.
Huh. Simple? Is it simple?
No. It's an operation that is done all the time, but it is not simple, huh?
Why am I worried?
You tell me.
Probably something that my mother once said, that no operation is simple or safe.
Miss Blake, every operation has a certain element of risk. However, the risk here is if you don't have the operation.
Uh-huh. Is that a warning, Doctor?
Oh, that's a promise.
I see.
We don't like to wait in a situation like
Well,
this.
I'd like to wait because I would like to think about this for a little while.
Well, I tell you what, if you would like another position, if that's what's bothering you,
sure
that's very easily arranged.
Fine.
Why don't you let me schedule it in?
That's the problem. Scheduling. You see, I can't really afford to take the time off.
I would think that your employer would be very understanding.
Understanding a big bouquet of flowers and a pink slip. 1 week I take off and I'm out of there.
Miss Blake, you want to gamble with something far worse happening to your heart?
Well, it's... be my choice, wouldn't it?
As your physician, I don't think you have a choice.
You don't know my agent, Dr. Weber.
Maybe I do.
I am my own agent. And my advice to myself is valve or no valve. I keep working. Because if I get checked out of here after an operation, that check into an unemployment line.
No problem, Sandy. Good night.
Sweet dreams.
Security officer to 113 West Wing. Security officer to 113 West Wing.
Not so fast, Rusty.
You are not coming with me.
Oh, yeah? Well, how about if I create some kind of disturbance?
Wait, I'm telling you right now, though. You are wasting your time.
Well, it's mine to waste. After you, my dear.
Orderly to the 6th floor desk. Orderly to the 6th floor desk.
This place never seems to change.
Count on the fact that it never will, either.
I feel alive again. Thank you for bringing me here.
There is a peace here, isn't there? You feel it as well.
It's home. It makes me happy to be here. To be with you.
Now, we've known each other for so long now. Something very reassuring about that. Being with somebody that you grew up with.
Feel safe. Oh, the lake looks beautiful.
I asked Mrs. Sparks to make us lunch so that we could get right out on the lake. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, that was sweet. And I want to get to know you again this weekend.
There's going to be lots of time for us to become reacquainted.
You think so? I hope so.
I guarantee it. What do you say we head up to the house and grab our gear?
Oh, no, can't we stay out here a little bit longer? You don't know how much this means to me, just to be out here and breathe this air. I feel so calm and relaxed. Like I haven't felt in so long.
No, you don't. I know exactly what you're doing. You are trying to avoid going fishing. Now, come on, lazy bones.
You haven't called me that in a long time. All right. You win. I'm getting a little hungry anyway.
Good. Because I am famished.
Remember that summer you slid down and got splinters?
Need you remind me? You know, history has a nasty way of repeating itself.
This gorgeous daughter of yours, huh? I'm dancing with her, she stops, she sees somebody leave, gets frantic, and splits on me.
She's worried about her friend.
Yeah, who?
Who else? Aunt Andrews.
is not a good excuse to avoid fishing.
Are you kidding? 3 hours in the sun, I was burned to a crisp, all the while convinced that I was going to get a fish or get some.
You always were a gullible little girl, Celia, but also a very sweet one.
And you, Grant Putnam, were always very persuasive, very bossy. I'm not quite sure you've changed.
Well, what do you say we get going here? I think we're all set. Let me help you with that. You just hop in and make yourself comfortable.
Ah, be careful of those hooks.
My dear, you're kidding. You are with an expert. The only thing we're going to hook will be a fish.
I see. With or without the getsome?
Very funny. All right, we're ready to go here. Oh, no, have we got cheese in the hamper?
Let me see.
This thing weighs a ton. Packed everything in the house.
No, I don't see any cheese. I don't think we'll miss it. We've got everything else. Chicken, potato salad, fruit.
What about dessert?
We don't need dessert, Grant.
Okay, here we go. Out of the boat. Time to move.
Why?
Because I want to go back to the house and get the cheese and get my chocolate cake. Come on.
I know. No, you go ahead if you want to gorge yourself.
Celia, please. Don't be a sport. You give me a hand.
No, Grant, you dragged me into this boat, and now I'm beginning to like it.
Celia, come on.
Grant, if you want your chocolate cake, go on and go ahead. I'll be right here getting the suntan. In fact, I might just be asleep by the time you get back.